Here at marketcrash.money, we have been warning people about inevitable Bitcoin crash since it was trading at $18,000, $19,000 level. The last video we have posted on February 20th, 2018 clearly said, warning, sell Bitcoin now. However, just when Bitcoin was trading at $18,000, $19,000, a lot of people chose to ignore our message. And of course, you get a lot of hateful comments to go along with it from the entire cult of believers that still believes it's going to the moon. Now, if you would have listened to me in December, you would have made a ton of money on the Bitcoin fall. If you would have listened to me on February 20th and took action, you would have made plenty of money as Bitcoin fell from 11,500 to where it's trading right now at 7,700. Now, if you haven't ignored the messages that we have been putting out, creating an opportunity for you to profit from the Bitcoin fall, as the entire herd, all the cheerleaders online, kept saying that it's going higher and higher, and they still keep saying it. The only difference is, well, they can't use Facebook to do it now. They can't use Google to do it. And now Bitcoin really gets a chance to test the level of the real demand that it actually has. Partially the reason Bitcoin was traded at such a high level in December, because of all the hype that the social media has created, because of all the advertising that people were putting on, trying to get the newcomers, the newbies involved in the crypto world. Well, some of their greatest tools have recently been taken away. Since December, we have been posting on our website. Right, if you go to marketcrash.money and click Bitcoin crash, we've had those reasons for Bitcoin crash here, and there's a number of them since November. And those reasons still remain to be valid today. But for simplicity of the message of this video, the two main reasons why Bitcoin has fallen and has a much further room to drop is because of the simple laws of the supply and demand. And second one is the regulation, which apparently is quite important. And everybody saw it coming. They just never really thought it was going to affect the price to the extent that it currently is. So the supply and demand. There's more and more cryptocurrencies that are coming out daily. Now people have options. Whether before, they only had an option for a few cryptocurrencies. Right now, the market is just filled with all sorts of variations and features that actually could be better than Bitcoin. So now that people have a plethora of options, they don't have to buy Bitcoin. They can just buy other cryptocurrencies. You don't have to buy an iPhone. You could buy a different cell phone. So with more choices, the supply side has grown substantially. Now, a lot of you are going to argue that the demand is there, that the demand is growing. Well, currently, the supply side is clearly outpacing the demand. And this is why the price of Bitcoin has been falling. It's not necessarily because Facebook prohibited the advertising or Google prohibited the advertising today. Yes, they do contribute to a certain extent. But again, after all said and done, it's a simple law of supply and demand, just the basic principle of economics. So the supply is unlimited. The main argument that Bitcoin only 21 millions. It's a finite number. It's not, all of those arguments could no longer be used because that argument is now defeated by the number of other cryptocurrencies that are present in the marketplace. And so what we're seeing happening with the regulations is just the tip of the iceberg. So we predicted the Bitcoin crash when it was trading at 18, 19,000. We put out a warning on February 20th, encouraging everybody to get out. So if you're still one of those that decides to hodl, hold on to it. It's not too late. It's not too late to change your mind because the Bitcoin has a much, much further drop. Even Wall Street analysts don't seem to be so excited about it anymore. You can clearly see it in their faces. They're looking at the charts and the picture is not pretty. I'm sure some of them are wondering, why did they even get into it? A lot of people put their name on the line, and now that it's dropping, they get a little bit nervous. Well, the picture is about to get much, much worse. And the question is, not the Wall Street analysts, not what they're going to do, but what are you going to do? Are you going to keep believing in the myth that it's just going to keep going to the moon? Are you going to take action now? Right now, when Bitcoin is trading between $7,700 and $8,000, it is clearly not too late to get out. Ask yourself a question. If you knew that Bitcoin was to trade within the next 30 days at 4,000, would you have been happy that you got out at 8? We're looking at a potential 50% drop. Will you take action? If you're ready to take action, if you would like to know how to profit, maybe you got in at the 12,000 level and you're already got some serious losses. If you'd like to know how you can profit, if you're interested in knowing how you can profit on the further Bitcoin fall, visit marketcrash.money. Read about all the reasons that we've stated here for the further fall. Click right here, How to Profit button. Schedule a consultation. Because what we believe here at marketcrash.money is not just the fact that Bitcoin is going to fall, but we're actually using it as an indicator that the rest of the stock market is also going to fall. We're expecting a 20-30% market correction in the entire United States stock market. With that lies an opportunity for you to profit on a significant fall, not just on Bitcoin, but on the entire United States stock market. And we're not just talking about shorting stocks. We actually trade weekly options. We can help you put a very profitable option strategy on how you can take advantage of a market crash and Bitcoin crash. Take action now. This is your chance. Visit marketcrash.money, click How to Profit, and schedule your consultation. Wish you best of luck, whatever your decision is. But we did warn you again, and I hope you will make the right decision this time. Best wishes.